Okay. Give me just 1 second here. I'm going to go ahead and share this on Facebook on my personal account.
Oh, okay.
Get all the followers and the fans. See what everybody's doing on a crowded Thursday.
Crowded Thursday.
Yes, there's so much going on Thursday. Oh, new notification? For reals? You don't say. All right.
Yeah, you do a lot better job managing your page than I do. Mine will say, like, hey, remember how you had this page about comedy? You should do something about it.
You should do something about your page.
Yeah, like
your page exists. You should try to use that.
Yeah, I should, but also I don't do a whole lot of things.
Well, it just seems like here lately everybody's come up with a comedian Facebook page that we know of too. It's like my comic Facebook page, and it's like the poor man's business card of the internet.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it's for, and it's also so like kind of like stuff like this. Like I may talk about like cum shots on there, and then like I don't want that on my regular page. I don't want my grandma to see that.
Your grandma?
I don't.
All right.
Okay. You know what's really funny is my dad says I'm too dirty of a comedian, but his favorite comic is Ron White. And the Ron White special we watched,
Baby Duck Pussy Lip Taco.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby Duck Pussy Lip Taco.
Exactly. And it's just like, come on. You're just upset because I may or may not have said you molested children when we were kids. I may have claimed you abandoned me when you didn't because you work hard. And now that I've said it on a podcast, you can love me again.
You can love me one more time.
He does fucking love me. He gave me $100 for like 3 hours of work.
Thanks, Sam Bob's dad. We appreciate your physical donations to your son.
He doesn't have a Facebook page.
Okay. And he doesn't. And we're live with episode 25. And who we have in the camper studio out in the middle of nowhere, thanks to this new format, is our guest host, comedian Sam Bob Patrick. That would be the gentleman beside me who looks like Dwight from The Office.
God damn it. Stealing my fucking jokes.
Stealing your jokes.
Stealing my jokes that aren't that hard to come up with when you just look at my face.
You just stare in the mirror for material. When you just
I got that one from Tinder.
From Tinder.
Tinder is great for material.
Okay.
It's so good.
We're outsourcing on Tinder. All right. So for our people out there in internet land and everything else, we're going to see this on Facebook and YouTube. And this podcast is brought to you by Podcast Garden, which we pay $4.99 a month for the privilege of dropping their name. So they put us in a long list of rankings in which we'll get buried like an avalanche or a tsunami. Okay, so anyway.
Unless you fucking do something about it.
Unless we do something about it.
Is it like a view thing? Like if a bunch of people watch it, you'll get upper in the rankings or whatever?
I have a feeling it's just personal relationships with the people who run the server.
Well,
the most. So I have to suck dick or kiss ass.
Wow, you just fucking said thank you and also not thank you at the same time.
Well, it is what it is. It is
fair enough.
Maddie is still on hiatus, by the way. Matt is at home in his trailer park abode right now, probably chopping up big 8 balls of cocaine in his oven, trying to get by, and I understand that. And he's still having a few personal struggles, and by personal struggles, I mean he's avoiding people entirely. So that's a thing.
I mean, it's not a personal struggle then. He succeeded.
He's succeeded
rather fine.
Well. He succeeded rather well.
Fine. It's not a phase, Ben. I love you, Matt. You should fucking come back to Bears. You're a talented. I was gonna say young man because I'm his senior in comedy, but he is my senior in everything else.
Everything else.
Yeah,
everything else.
It was very funny. His Bane voice. Bang voice. Bang.
Yes. You look lovely under the moonlight. Can you please share the cover?
Oh God,
that's a good voice. I like that voice.
He's a smart dude.
He is a smart dude.
Yeah.
All right, so you are comedian Sam Bob Patrick. Now, when did you start comedy?
That's a very good fucking question. So in high school, there was this talent show that they were giving out $100 for.
Ooh.
And there was this new video game I wanted to buy, and I didn't have money for Chinese food, so I did comedy my first night there. And I think I started off with a racist joke.
A racist joke. Okay.
It was specifically targeted to one student named Alex Wong. I think I even ripped off. I did rip off Jim Gaffigan because he has this joke where he's like, as you can all tell, I'm Chinese.
Okay.
But I put a different spin on it. I was like, as you can all tell, I am African American.
Okay.
I am from Japan.
All right.
And as we say in Japan, bonjour.
I see.
And then I said, there's something wrong with that. Like, it was nothing. It was nothing except for the people that knew that fucking kid, which was everyone.
Yeah.
Because everyone fucking hated Alex Wong.
Okay.
Because he was the dick math kid. Like, he was like the elitist nerd. Right?
Was he like the typical Asian stereotype who was good
Yeah,
at math
he was.
and everything else? Okay.
Yeah, he was.
The overachieving Asian, and you needed money for Chinese food as well.
Yeah, not at his place.
All right.
His family owned a Chinese restaurant, still does. It's a great place, but I prefer Asian Pearl in Bedford.
Okay, Asian Pearl in Bedford, Indiana. Shout out to Asian Pearl.
You gotta pay me fucking $20 now for that shout out.
$20 from Asian Pearl.
Is that how this works?
We'll send them an invoice.
We'll send them an
invoice. It'll be
They'll
drawn.
see this episode and then my comedy, and they'll be like, "You owe us money."
We'll send them an invoice with construction paper and crayons. It'll look really legit when we're done.
Have you you watched Bob's Burgers, right?
I don't know. I've watched a few episodes of Bob's Burgers.
There's an episode where like the kids start handing out like really official looking papers.
Yeah.
Like pretending they're a lawyer office.
Yeah.
And they just get a bunch of free stuff. And then Mr. Fitzowner gets onto them and he's like, I've been doing this trick for years. How do you think I keep making your father pay rent?
I see. Okay.
It's so funny.
Okay. So what initially inspired you to want to do comedy besides wanting Chinese food? Like, who are your great comedic inspirations out there?
I thought about this a lot because I also did another talent show, but I don't really count that because I was in middle school and it was required.
Okay.
I actually won that talent show.
You won a talent show?
Yeah, in middle school.
For telling jokes?
Yeah, for telling jokes. I forget what I told, but I think I just talked about how a car caught on fire, and I tried pouring Mountain Dew on it to put it out, and it just increased the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mountain Dew is now an accelerant.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's volatile. I got you.
Yeah. Or God hates me.
Okay.
It's possible that he's like, yeah.
All right. Mankind's retribution to Sam Bob. I got you.
Yeah. And then I tried pouring actual water, and I missed.
And you missed.
Yeah, I got it. Like, it was in the back seat.
Yeah.
I threw it, and it fell on the front seat window.
And it fell on the front seat window. Okay, so who are some of the big name comedians who like just really make you happy?
Like I said, I started really listening to comedy in middle school, and Brian Regan is like my main dude, and I just now rediscovered him.
Okay.
Because he is the essence of comedy. If you guys have never seen Brian Regan, he's like Jerry Seinfeld, but better.
But better.
Much, much better, if I'm being honest.
If you're being, all right.
Yeah, and Dane Cook, when I was 13, I kind of outgrew him.
I hope you did.
Yeah, but definitely when I was a kid.
Okay.
He still got some good bits, like the fucking Burger King one. And
he's coming to Indianapolis in like a month.
Oh, gee, I thought he died or something.
No, he just went off the map for a while, and I guess like he said he was never going to do stand-up comedy again, and he was just over it. And all of a sudden, now he's doing stand-up in Indianapolis next month.
You know what that is?
Money. He's broke. He's going broke. That's definitely a thing.
I mean,
so tell me, the life and times of Sam Bob. Growing up, did you have like a nice like upper crust, like, you know, mediocre white kid existence with no problems, or
I've thought a lot about this. So I think from ages 7 to 5, I was poor, and then from ages like
you just retrograded your ages from 7 to 5. You could say 5 to 7.
5 to 7, yes.
But you aged backwards, Benjamin Button.
Yeah. I'm 20. I was gonna say 27, but I look 27.
Okay.
I'm 48. I'm 48 right now.
Okay.
But no, from 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Pretty shitty. Like, my favorite meal was fried bologna and syrup. Like, that was our big thing.
Did you like have the cool family where you cut an X in the bologna because you knew how to really cook it and fry it up?
My mom would just fry it up.
So she didn't cut the X?
She just slapped it on the plate and then I cut it.
Okay.
It didn't matter. And then from like, you know, I got expelled twice actually. But money wise, we had it pretty well is because my dad, was the only one working his job in the hospital.
Yeah.
He was a cardiovascular sonographer, and no one else did that job but him.
My dad was drunk. Your dad was a surgeon.
Oh, my dad was drunk. Well, he wasn't doing surgery. Literally, his job was to just rub jelly on your belly and see if the veins were working.
Really?
Yeah, that was his job.
I feel like people in porn sets could do that. That's a good time.
It's possible.
Okay.
I don't know.
And did it pay really well though?
It did pay really well, but he had to be there all the time.
Okay.
I have this. You've heard it a million times, but I have this joke where I'm like, a lot of people in my high school thought my dad was dead because that's what I told them.
Yes, I've heard that.
But people actually thought he was dead for a while.
For a while. Okay.
Like, one time he showed up and they were like, "Is your mom dating again?" I'm like, "What do you mean again? It's the same fucking guy. Have you never seen him?"
Okay.
Because he could never go to my cross-country meets.
Okay.
And also, I don't blame him for not coming. Cross-country, one, I didn't want my parents to come because I felt very anxious if I didn't do well in front of them, and I felt like it was dumb.
So you want your dad to know you harbor no ill will towards him not watching your cross-country debut as you were a track star at a young age.
No, I was not a track star.
You were not a track star.
I could run far. I could not run fast.
Okay.
Honestly, if I did marathon running, I would not be in this trailer right now.
Okay. All right.
I'd be fucking. I'd be fucking.
So you've had the endurance of a marathon runner.
Yeah.
Ergo, you would just be slaying pussy all night long.
Yeah.
Slaying the pussy.
Oh my god. So, a little off topic. I drive people around, and I drove this one guy to a dance, and there was a man in his 30s in Heelys. And I just thought, pussy slayer.
Pussy slayer.
Yeah, that's
because he got them Heelys.
Yeah, he's just
So
rolling around into some girl's vagina.
Okay. On them Heelys.
They were like, holy fuck, I probably listens to Linkin Park still.
Okay.
I tried so hard.
But got so far. Okay. I can see it.
Oh god.
All right. So all right. So how long have you been doing stand-up comedy altogether, and how many years you think?
4 or 3, 3 or 4.
4 or 3. Okay. All right. What's now every stand-up comic bombs. That's the thing. I bombed probably a good 30 or 40 times just starting out. What would you say is your biggest bomb ever?
Mitchell, Indiana.
Mitchell, Indiana.
Already a bad start.
Let's set the scene. Mitchell, Indiana.
I was the only comic there. The other comic decided not to do it, but he still brought the equipment.
Okay.
So I did maybe 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
And so let's say this is a lot of people watch this.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to be like it's not going to be anyone listening being like, "What is he doing?"
Okay.
But I was here.
Yeah.
And everyone else was way back there where the bar is, and they did not sit down and watch me.
Okay.
They were like, they just watched from a distance.
Okay.
Would listen, then go back, and it was around the time where I was a virgin still, so I was still making jokes about that.
Yeah.
And one of the guys screamed, like they all look like coal miners. So just like imagine a coal miner said this to me. He said, "You're a virgin? That's impressive." And then he took a shot of beer.
Okay.
And then I remember I got done and I said, "Thank you all for not listening." And then this guy wobbled up, grabbed the mic, and he said, "Why is Monica Lewinsky a Republican now?"
Okay. Yeah.
Because the Democratic Party left a bad taste in her mouth.
That's not a bad joke, though.
It's not. It's not. It's like 20 years behind, but all right. But it's in Mitchell, so everything's like in the 40s. So,
in the 40s.
So you're technically telling a joke from the future.
From the future. All right. So that's not bad.
I'm surprised they knew what. That's probably why they were scared. They'd never seen a microphone before.
Okay. So what's been your like greatest success story? Like what's the best thing you've done? Comedic venue, most audience members, like best set of jokes you've told, everything's been perfect.
Honestly, the best set I've ever had was in Bedford, Indiana, at Bananas.
Okay.
And I did 15 minutes, and I don't know what I did. I just slayed. There was one point where like I was testing out a new joke. I forget what the joke was, but I sort of repeated myself.
Yeah.
And someone heckled me like a little bit. He said, "You're losing enough." All I heard was "Mwah, mwah, mwah, mwah."
Okay.
And I was like, "What?
What?
And then I just went right back to it. I think I called him. I think I made someone so upset, and everyone else laugh at him so much by calling him gay that he went to the back of the room as soon as I got off.
So he had to go pout and be gay at the back of the room.
Oh yeah, it was fun. But the most successful set I ever think I did was my 2 days in Ohio, Bellefontaine. And that is how you say it. It's not Bellefontaine.
It's not Bellefontaine.
It's just Bellefontaine.
Bellefontaine.
And everyone made fun of everyone who pronounced it wrong.
What was that? The Live Laughs Comedy Club?
Yeah. It was very fun. It was the one inside. It was for, oh God, I cannot think of his name, but it was the set for Rob Wolfo, I think is his name.
Wilfon,
yeah.
Wilfon.
You met him at the Bedford show.
I met him at the Bedford show. He did a tight 16 minutes, and then he went 8 more minutes after that, completely lost the crowd, and then fell apart. With his training wheels came off his comedy bicycle, and like by the end of, you could see the crowd was wanting to fall asleep. You could see he was up there on stage, and he was like kind of petrified.
What time was it?
It was the last act of the show. So it was
like what time of night was it? Like
11. It was heading towards 11.
Okay, yeah, because they wanted to get back to the beer because you guys shut the doors. And,
yeah.
And the last couple of times I've been there, they kept the doors open, which is great for business and great for the people watching, but it is not great.
When I did it, they had the doors open except for the front part of the room, and I slayed the first 5 rows. I had decent laughs then.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there became like a phenomenon 5 minutes into my act. And they're wondering, why isn't the back part of the room laughing? And like people look back, and it's because they couldn't hear me because the doors were open.
Yeah, exactly.
Like another comic, it was Josh Sullivan, went back there and looked, and he was like, I can't fucking hear you. And I was like, well, I've only got a minute and a half to make this right, so obviously I can't make it right.
Exactly.
So I just finished off my jokes, got off stage, and then like people tried to buy me shots, and at least the first 5 rows had a good time.
Everyone hated me the last time I was there because I may or may not have kicked a bar stool. Across the room.
How many bar stools have you kicked?
2. No, 3.
Is that a definite number? Is that your final answer?
Do you mean how many times I kicked the bar stool or how many different bar stools?
How many different bar stools?
2.
Okay.
2. There and at Bears.
Okay, so you meleeed bar stools though, so you kicked them repeatedly.
Oh yeah, and I did not give them like I'll just knock it down. I like fucking Spartan kicked it.
Okay.
Because like there was a brief period of time where like there weren't really other comics in Bedford, and this is when I got my dick whipping out, and then for a while it was good.
Okay, for a while.
And then like I whipped my dick too hard, and now everyone's like, this guy's a fucking millennial douche.
Douche.
Yeah, fucking.
Because you slung the dick. You slung the dick, and it made an impact. You could hear the dick thud as you slung dick.
Oh yeah, I heard it thud against a fucking ceiling fan.
Yeah.
It got caught on there, and then that's 2 times I performed in Bedford. Nothing.
Okay, so now you are from Bedford, Indiana. Bedford, Indiana, of all places. How do you feel about Bedford as a whole? Let's go there.
Oh God.
Because Bill Murray has a video on YouTube in which someone inquires to him how he feels about Bedford, and he says the place should be leveled by an earthquake, never to be heard from again. It's the best 44 seconds of Bedford's life.
Yeah, it really is. God, it's very much like a racist uncle. Like you like him, but at the same time, you just want something a little bad to happen. You don't want him to die.
Okay.
You just want him to be like called out by one black person,
okay.
Or maybe even like date a black person and realize, other races are okay. And like,
okay.
Like that's how I feel about Bedford. As like, there are so many times where I've gotten into arguments about people saying the N-word.
Yeah. And
like they're just like, it's just a word. It's just a word. And then I, make fun of the Confederate flag, and they're they weren't really fighting for slavery, even though,
I like the idea of the Confederate flag itself. I like the way the flag looks.
Oh,
now
yeah,
the fact that it represents. The fact that it represents a war that they didn't win, but they keep saying they're going to win it, does not matter, because let's be honest. All the prominent athletes who are the highest paid, the people who are most likely to kill you by punching you in the face or doing some freaky ninja shit to you, are black multi-million-dollar athletes.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So let's not talk about going to war with a whole bunch of people who are most likely to have a 5-foot vertical jump.
But Ben, there are black people with Confederate flag. I guarantee you, one of us is going to get a message of a picture of a black dude holding a Confederate flag. I promise that will happen. They're like, no, it's not Dukes of Hazzard flag. Can I just say, it's a Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay, Dukes of Hazzard.
Fucking bullshit show.
Bullshit.
It's a fucking bullshit show.
All right, so why's it bullshit?
It's bullshit because they are absolutely the bad guys, and they are not redeemable whatsoever.
Okay, so we're talking about Luke and Bo Duke. So they're the bad guys, essentially.
Because they're doing something illegal. The guy's trying to do his job, and they're not benefiting the community. They're not like Robin Hood. They're not like, okay, well, these people are being assholes. We're going to give them money. By the way, I've only seen half an episode.
This is very valid. All right, now I gotta know about this real quick. All right, so the cast of Dukes of Hazzard, because now we got to figure out who is everybody here. Dukes of Hazzard. Right.
I don't know. I just remember hearing more and more about it.
Okay.
And getting angrier and angrier because it didn't make sense to me.
Okay, now when you saw Dukes of Hazzard for your half episode, did you see Daisy Duke?
No, I didn't. I don't think she would make it up for me.
Okay, she wouldn't make it up for you, so she's not hot.
I think she's hot, but just like
in the pinnacles between 1979 and 1985.
There are plenty of hot girls.
She was masturbatory fodder for an entire nation. How do you feel about her little blue jean shorts?
I mean,
her Daisy Dukes.
I mean, if we're being honest, probably look better on a slightly bigger girl.
Okay.
We're being honest. If we're being
all right,
that's what she should have titled this. If we're being honest.
If we're being honest. All right. So the picture that you're going to see now for our viewers and everything in the third upper right hand window.
I'm so mad. I'm rolling up my fucking sleeves. Look at this shit.
It's Daisy Duke.
She's very lovely. I will say that.
She's very.
It just doesn't make up for the like. Like, I watch anime, and sometimes, like, there will be fucking beautiful art in an anime.
Okay.
It doesn't make up for a shit story. EA Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
That's for the 120-year-old listening that's going, like, Sword Art Online is fucking great.
All right. So,
is that the girl from Harry Potter right there?
Is that the girl from Harry Potter?
Is that Ginny Weasley?
Yeah. British child actors now, how they've evolved. Yes, that's Ginny Weasley.
I should learn their real names.
That's probably a good idea.
But I won't.
All right, so now back to the interview portion. Stand-up comedy. Has stand-up comedy ever gotten you laid? Have you ever had a group you
Absolutely
just be like,
not.
Absolutely not.
I've gotten beer.
Okay, beer.
And, like, here's the thing.
What is the thing?
Music, rock and roll, I believe will get you laid. Athleticism will get you laid. Comedy will get you a conversation.
Okay.
I was listening to another interview with Bill Murray where he's like, he didn't do better with women, but they talked to him more.
Okay.
And it was sort of like they were more chatty around him. And also, like, if you think about it, no, this has never happened after a show. No comedian has gone up to a girl after their set and be like, hey, babe, you like my set? Yeah, that herpes story was true. What about it?
Okay.
It's never happened.
It never happened. All right. Now, has comedy exposed you to the world of drugs and alcohol? And if so, have you tried drugs and alcohol due to comedy and the influence of comedy?
Can I stay between you and me?
I mean, we're live on the internet.
You fuckers better not tell a goddamn soul. I swear to fucking Christ.
Yeah, there you go. Let them know.
I've been drinking more. I used to say I was never going to drink, and it wasn't even like a high and mighty thing. It was just like, it was more like I have an alcoholic grandfather who is a very much piece of shit.
Okay.
Doesn't even, I think half the time because of alcoholism, he does not know my name.
Uh-huh.
So I said, I'm never going to be like that. Now I'll drink, and like once a month I'll get drunk.
Okay.
So I've loosened up on that. And I do weed on like the reg. I don't get like super, super high. Who the fuck is Charlie Walker?
This is Charlie Walker.
I know. I just wanted to scream.
Okay. So you do weed. You don't smoke weed, but you do weed.
Yeah, I inject it in my eyeballs.
This sounds like a Dare advertisement at this point. Only
you
you
want to
kids.
do some weed.
I can see this. All right.
No, I haven't. Like, I've been offered cocaine one time,
Okay.
and each time I'm like, if I didn't have to get up and perform, I think I would do cocaine one time. I actually have a joke.
Okay.
You guys are gonna get a fucking sneak peek at some of my newer materials.
Whatever viewers we had, they're scared away now. I'm sure. Sneak peek.
But I'm working on this bit where I'm like, the only way I could do cocaine is if it was off some girl's titties.
Okay.
Like, that's the only way, and it doesn't go anywhere from there. So
I think titties and cocaine is probably the showbiz.
yeah, I mean, like, and she would have
to
to be into it. Like, she can't just be like, oh, well, we could do it if that's what you want to do. Like, I want her to, like, put it on and be like, fucking do it.
Okay, so, like, she would have to, like, come while you do the cocaine, pretty much? Or would she just have to give you a pat on the back and be like, good boy?
No, she would just have to, like, pour it on herself. Like, I would not have to say or do anything. She would just have to do it on her own. And then I'd be like, well, what's this? I've never...
So that's how that's going to go.
Exactly.
All right, so for your future cocaine addiction, it's good to know.
We have one viewer.
We got two.
We got two.
Yes, it's
so that's not...
That's never accurate. We've had at least 5 so far.
Oh.
So we've had them, they come and they go.
Oh, okay.
They get a little taste of Sam Bob and they run away.
Well, that's
like your future coke habit.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. All right, now for the weird questions, okay? This is called Death by Cheeseburger. What is your favorite type of hamburger / cheeseburger?
I've been really getting into mushrooms and Swiss right now.
Mushrooms and Swiss.
I put a little bit of caramelized onions. That shit's fucking good.
Okay, so we're talking a single patty burger or a double patty burger? What we doing?
The ones at Bears, I guess those are like...
Shout out to Bears. It's on East 3rd
God.
Street in Bloomington.
Yeah.
Bring the weird. Charlie's all about the weird.
Yeah. I'm doing your mom and I wrote it in a song. Felt so right, I don't care if it's wrong. That's Charlie Walker's song.
While he's watching, hold on. I just got to give a shout out to, of all people, the guy who's actually watching. Charlie Walker. He's an accomplished comedian from Louisville, Kentucky area.
He's very brilliant. He
runs the Comedy Caravan down in the Louisville area, and he has a YouTube channel called What's a Charlie, I do believe. And I'm about to show that off in the upper window of the screen because it just needs more highlights. It really does.
It absolutely does.
He's got a song on there about bringing a woman home to his house, and he also apparently lives with his mother. And so the whole thing is just awkward as hell.
It's great. He's did you catch when he's talking about sex toys? There's a bottle of ranch.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's so fucking brilliant.
I got What a Charlie.
Why the fuck did you interview me and not Charlie?
Charlie's coming on next month, I do believe.
Oh, sweet.
What's a Charlie?
I'll fucking...
There we go. So we can blow this up. Charlie has 157 subscribers on YouTube.
Damn, I have 3, and I'm pretty sure I lost one.
Give us a small sample here.
We'll
blow it up some. Now this is Charlie's video.
Yeah. This is Charlie's daughter right here, actually, I believe.
Charlie put his daughter in the video?
No.
I was gonna say, how old is Charlie? Alright, I'm not gonna give the whole video away.
That is...
She kind of fine though, right?
Yeah, she's very fine.
Yeah. Charlie got a little bit of this booby thing going on.
You wake up on that. That's Charlie's daughter, actually. I'm kidding, Charlie. Mom's beautiful.
I like her tattoos. Her tattoos are nice.
Yeah.
They're very tasty. There's Charlie's mom asleep there. All right.
What if, like, we got 100 views right now? How great would that be?
Well, so far we promoted What's a Charlie on YouTube, and we went ahead and played a little snippet of the video.
Sweet.
That's just a shout out to Charlie, because while I am creative, I'm a 5-time published author, a multi-newspaper journalist. I could never, ever get enough people to participate, enough resources to make a video about banging a girl while I live with my mother.
He's fucking killing it.
What puts us on a subject? What type of porn are you into, by the way? Let's just get with the random stuff.
It varies.
It varies. Okay.
I'm mostly into femdom porn.
Femdom porn.
Even though lately I've found that I prefer to be the dominant one now. It's sort of progressed that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I fucking ooh.
Woo.
Let me tell you, like big. That's why I was saying like she could. That's why I was saying Daisy Duke could be a little bit bigger. Like
you want a heftier Daisy Duke?
Yeah,
like I love. Okay.
Like have you ever smacked a girl on the ass while wearing jeans and you can kind of see it jiggle just a little bit?
So the butt jiggle is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
So when it jiggles like you're shaking the thing of Jello, like that's the jiggle.
Oh yeah.
So there's got to be a right amount of jiggle.
There is no right amount.
Okay.
It's either you don't meet the standard or you succeed or you pass it.
Okay.
There is no right for me. But
okay.
Mistress T is like my go-to.
Mistress T. Okay, where can we find Mistress T's videos? Just for those of us who want to self-touch in private.
You can find them pretty much anywhere. Ets videos, Pornhub. I believe
so she's widely known throughout the.
Yeah, she's pretty well known. She's definitely one of. She's definitely hot, but also you can kind of see how you make fun of her. I used to do. I think you recorded this bit where I talked about her on stage.
Yeah.
Where I talked about how she was going to make a guy come so hard that he was going to become a feminist.
Yeah.
And he did. I don't know if he became a feminist, but he did come hard.
But he did come hard, okay.
And then she locked him up in chastity forever. I don't fucking...
You haven't done that joke in a while. I think that joke needs to come out of retirement.
It does. I got so many jokes. I got new jokes. I got old jokes. I got jokes that... I got jokes with two wheels. I got jokes that's only $9.99. Like,
okay, so
I got
Billy Mays of pitching jokes now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
All right, mine is a big heart attack on the airplane. I feel you. Okay,
I'm more of that. Who's the guy that did ShamWow? The guy that talked really fast.
I think Vince from ShamWow. Vince is in prison.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I think I heard about this. What did he do? Did he just
booty touching?
Booty touching?
Booty touching. I don't really know if it's booty touching, but someone told me it's booty touching. Oh. And I don't feel like looking it up because it ruins the overall, the sound of the joke. So I'm going with booty touching.
Yeah.
The ShamWow guy tried to inadvertently buff a booty, and then he tried to forcibly buff a booty, and he liked forcefully better. That's where we're at with that.
Well,
now if you, Sam Bob Patrick, had an unlimited cast of people, living or dead, and an unlimited budget, that means all the equipment you can afford, all the props you can afford, and you had to direct your own porno, who would star in it, and what would the plot be?
Like I said, I only really watch Mr. T. I think it would be...
No, you're making the porn.
I'm in the porn?
You're directing the porn and everything.
Okay.
You pick the stars, you pick the setting, you pick the plot, everything.
So, I don't really pay attention that much to male porn actors, but I will say...
Doesn't even have to be a porno actor. It could be anybody from mainstream Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
It could be Sigmund Freud or Einstein.
Well, I think it would have to be Daniel Radcliffe.
So Harry Potter's going to be in your porn.
Yeah, I was going to say Andrew Garfield, since that's a little more on brand with me, but I think more about it. I would rather fuck Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay, so...
And Mistress T, obviously, and then Mistress Thick.
Okay.
Who is this fucking... She has a website where you have to pay for her video. She doesn't have a lot of free, but if you look up Mistress Thick, you'll find it, and you can be... I haven't done it. I've thought about it, but I have a girlfriend now.
Okay.
I have the worst pit stain right here. It bothers me.
Okay, so your pit. All right. So where would this porno take place?
Daniel Radcliffe. He would probably smack one of them on the ass and be like...
No, I mean the physical setting, like Hogwarts or California or...
It would take place in California, the real world.
The real world?
Okay. Where they could all possibly meet, and then, he, would slap one of them on the ass, maybe disrespect one of them, and they'd be like, hey, and, push them up against the wall and, be the ones to instigate it. Because here's why I like Femdom. It's like every other porn, it just looks like the guy is raping her.
Okay, so we don't want the rape.
Yeah, but when Femdom does it, it's like the guy either did something wrong and now he's being punished for it, or B, he's really into it and he's perverted and the girl's into it. It looks like everyone's into it. You know what I mean?
Okay, everyone's into it.
Yeah. It bums me out when it looks like someone's being forced to do it, or like, especially when guys, because like, have you ever noticed this? Like, girls will be like, "Oh no!" Like, actually a little bit afraid, and it's a little scary, and then guys, when they don't want to do it, they'll just kind of roll their eyes.
I've seen like the yin yang face of a girl porn star. Like, one minute she's faking it for the camera and she thinks the camera's off of her, and then all of a sudden, like, her look of euphoric orgasmic bliss fades to just sheer disappointment and the fact that she's getting her asshole drilled like a Texas roughneck.
Yeah.
So like I've seen it go from I've seen both extremes. And then I've also seen genres of porn where it's based on real orgasms, which obviously is hell to view.
Yeah.
Because at least that's real, okay? That's not all fake. And no poor girl's getting drilled in the butt thinking she's going to get fucking PTSD from this experience.
Yeah. Do you prefer amateur or professional? Because I prefer amateur.
I prefer a mix of both sometimes. Like, there are a few professionals I enjoy, but for the most part, mostly amateur. Like, I like the spontaneity stuff, like spontaneity, the off-the-cuff. Yeah. The secret chat's becoming a thing nowadays.
It looks more like they're enjoying it.
It really does.
Yeah, because sometimes they're just couples. Like, that's my favorite thing in the world, when couples are fucking.
Oh, the romance.
Because it's like, they're into it.
Vibe.
They're into it.
That's a damn good vibe. I see where you're going. Okay.
All right.
Now let's go for if you were gonna die and you could pick the way you would die and life would be over tomorrow, what would you pick?
Oh, that's a very. Could die tomorrow, and that's a very good.
And you're
question.
picking your means of death. How would you die? Any way in the world in which would kill you, and that's just the way you're going ahead and you're ending the grand finale of Sam Bob Patrick's life.
I would wake up from my apartment, go to Bears, have a cheeseburger, have a beer.
Okay.
Get it for free somehow.
Get it for free. Okay. Because he's about to die.
Go see my girlfriend.
You're about to die. What's money got to do with paying for your meal, though?
I don't know. It's like, because they want to give it to me. It's like, it's not like they're like, fucking pay us now. They're like, no, you can have that for free. And it's like, oh, thanks. It's like having a friend, pretty much. They are my friends at Bears.
Okay.
And little did I know, the beef was not cooked. It was cooked right enough to taste good, but it was not cooked right enough for it to be safe.
Oh, so
and then I go to my girlfriend's. I make out with her. We go to a show or something.
Okay. I
do probably the best set I've ever done.
All right, so you do the best set. You made out with the girlfriend. You've had a burger and a beer.
I go back to my girlfriend's. We fall asleep.
Okay.
And while she's falling asleep on my chest, I just, kind of smile a bit, and then I die the next morning.
That's really poetic. Like, no skydiving without a parachute. No sharks off the Great Barrier Reef. It's just burger, my woman, and then I just drift off and just go out in my sleep. Okay.
I know what I want, and what I want is to, honestly, I don't even want to be famous. I just want to continue to live the most simple life by telling jokes.
All right.
Like, I don't need to fucking see like a Larry the Cable Guy billboard that's like, Sam Bob Patrick will make your pussy fall off by laughing or something.
Some pussies don't have to fall off.
I don't know.
That's very nice of you. Pussies fall off.
Listen here, ladies. A lot of guys, they want the pussy off, but it doesn't matter to me. Take it off. Put it on. Okay, it's your pussy, your business.
He's a very tolerant and accepting individual. That's Sam Bob. That compassion, it runs deep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now this last segment of your interview process here that we've done is your segment to plug whatever you want. What are you working on? What upcoming shows can you have going? What can people like from you in the future? Just plug yourself as a comedian.
Well, that's the thing. I have fucking nothing going on.
He's got nothing.
I got, normally, like, by now I would have something, but I already did The Attic.
Okay.
And that was fun.
Yeah, the comedy Attic's fantastic.
Does that mean the thing's over? Are we done?
No, it's still going.
Okay, I thought this was your way of telling me to get the fuck out.
No. We got
got
time. It's all good.
Go to Bears. It's Monday at 8 p.m.
Where's Bears Place?
It's on 3rd Street in Bloomington. Right near campus.
Okay, Bloomington, Indiana, he means, not Illinois.
Yeah, I keep forgetting this is not just our fucking friends. Talkers Tap Room, also in Bloomington, on the
west side of town.
West side of town, ran by Kyle McClay. I may not be there, but you should still check it out. And I've got YouTube videos. If you just type in Sam Bob Patrick comedian or Sam Bob Patrick stand up, you'll find them. I used to try to advertise my Tumblr, but now that's completely pointless.
Are you on the Twitter? Do you tweet your tweets?
No, I did. I tried doing this one thing. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I'm not going to do anything until like 3 months.
Okay.
But I was doing this thing on Twitter where I would just say once a day to remind people to eat a dick.
Okay.
But each time it would be different. Like, I think the one I was happy with was 1 dick, 2 dick, red dick, blue dick. Eat them all or something like that.
Okay, eating all the dicks. All right.
Eat all the dicks.
Okay, dick dispensary. All right, I do good on Twitter, actually. I've got about 2,600 followers right now. I do fairly well. I didn't have to show my tits like any of the comedians we know to go ahead and get followers. So I'd like to throw that out there and be like, hey, sometimes it's just good to be yourself.
I will say that most of the comedians that do that I follow for the jokes first, and then like the butt pits and the tit pics, or just nice benefits that they throw out like every 3 months. I'm not like
that. Bonus. It's incentive.
Look. I'm not saying female comics who do well show their tits at all. Right. And they don't have to at all.
Yeah. But if they show them, you're going to look.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Because they're. I think it's more like, hey, I just want a compliment.
Okay.
Like, one of my friends did that, and I felt so weird about it for months. And like, I was like, oh man, I saw her butt, and her butt's nice, and I don't know if I should tell her or not. And then our boy Grant Voltmore, who runs Bear's Place, by the way. Who told me, like, dude, you can compliment her on her butt. That's why she showed her butt. She wants a compliment. She's not.
Everybody loves having butt compliments.
Yeah, butts are great. Like, like, look at this. I want a compliment right now. But just like, I don't know, man. I'm just flexing. I don't want people to feel like I'm talking about them, or to think that we're talking like, oh, this female comedian only got on there because she showed her tits. No, she got on there because she's funny. Right. She just sometimes shows her tits for herself.
For herself.
Like,
I show my tits for myself all the time.
I showed my dick on Fit Life just for compliments.
I bring out my dick all the time. I go around and just wave it around.
Yeah, it's great.
That's the best way to do things. It's how you get the best attention.
It's like, I'm not even doing it for attention. I'm just like, guys, I'm having a rough day.
I understand.
And they're like, your dick's thick, boy. And I'm like, thank you. People are very confused by that.
Are you on Instagram?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. Once again, I have 2 Instagrams. One is for my comedy. It's bullshit. It's called Haha Funny Boy 6969, and the other one is called Patrick Family Dogs. And I don't know why Instagram wouldn't let me do this. I couldn't spell Patrick right. They would not take Patrick Family Dogs, so it's Patrick Family Dogs.
Okay,
it's 2 R's.
Okay,
instead of a T.
All right. Now, has anybody ever told you that you have 3 first names?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time? Are you okay with this?
It's whatever. It's gotten to the point where, like, in 3rd grade, I started that name because there were 3 other Sams. Yeah. And my mom would just call me that. And,
you got names.
Yeah, it just sort of became a part of my life. Like, I don't even realize it.
All right.
I've thought about legally changing it, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
But there are times where I will put it into legal documents and not even realize it. Okay. Like, I'll be like, oh, say about Patrick, and they'll be like, what's your actual name? And I'll be like, Samuel Patrick. Like I put.
Ah, I see.
And then they'll be like, no, you didn't.
All right. Now we come to the portion where we do the interesting things and we talk about strange shit in the news. Oh. And the best part about this is it only works if you put it in your own words and you paraphrase it.
Nice. I'm still staring at that pit stain. Like, it's not that hot. Just bad pit stains.
Okay.
I hope that does not offend you. Like smell.
I've been offended this entire time. No. The offense is great. I'm 1 step away from asking you to do a duel till the death. If we duel till you're dead, I think we'll be fine. Huh. All right.
I think I can forgive you.
Okay. So, in Peru, what just happened recently is 9 people went to a funeral, and it was in the Andes in Ayacucho, Peru, because I'm not pronouncing that right at all because I'm not Peruvian. And basically 9 people died from eating a meal at a funeral wake. Because that's not ironic at all.
I think that was his dying wish. He's like, all right, I got a hilarious prank.
Uh-huh.
Everybody dies. And they'll be like, you can't do that. I'm be like, dude, I'm fucking dead. Help me out. And it's just some reluctant best buddy that's like, all right, he's last dying wish. It's going to be on my conscience.
It's like, according to whatever newspaper is considered credible in Lima, Peru, of all places, where they probably have chisels and stone tablets. 9 people have died and dozens more became ill after eating food at a funeral. So far, 50 people were affected, and 20 of those were hospitalized with stomach pains and vomiting. And
what was the food they were eating?
It doesn't say what food they were eating. They want you to be on the lookout.
Well, how can I be on the lookout if they don't tell me what food to eat?
They want you just to not eat any food whatsoever because they're a poor country and they want to go ahead and keep their food stores.
All right, what is this, fucking Alex Jones right now?
That's the best.
The chemical that was in the water train the first grade killed 8 people in Peru. I'm sorry. I just need to. These liberals just make me so fucking angry.
Let's see.
These quote-unquote progressive people. They're not progressing my racism. God.
All right, poop train. Here we go. Here's a good one.
Is it?
The poop train. We're about to learn about the poop train together. Okay. Let's see. In Alabama, in a town of Parrish, which has a population of 982 people, there is a train full of poop. Basically, it was making the train yard unbearable because it was filled full of poop.
Oh, that makes... This doesn't seem... Like, I know someone's going to call me out and be like, what weird shit is he into? But that doesn't really surprise me. Like, you got to transport poop somewhere.
Poop's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, and if it's just staying there and it's not going down your pipes, you got to put it somewhere.
Let's see here. It even made Twitter where residents were talking in this town about how the entire town smelled like shit, and now the poop train has successfully moved on after sitting for over 2 months with poop in it in the middle of this tiny Alabama town of 982 people. To be honest, tiny Alabama town, it's probably the only tourist attraction you've had in fucking years. So you should calm down about your poop and be thankful for the poop. That's where I'm at with that. CBS, let's see what we got. Fox News. We'll try some odd news from Fox News because that matters. Let's see here.
Did you see that video where the Daily Show called out Fox News because they were like, these fucking Muslims on a New York train were saying Hail Allah, or
oh
yeah, and then the Daily Show, I forget it was John or Trevor at the time, said like, 1, that video is 10 years old.
Yeah.
2, that's not in New York. That is in Islam. It was just so funny, and
oh, now we're getting pop-ups from healthcare news. Like I give a fuck about your.
Well, we are
news.
on Fox News, of course.
All right.
I thought that said Voldemort instead of Vermont.
A Vermont man feuded with local officials in his town for a building permit, and instead, his name was Ted. Ted did this. This guy named Ted in Vermont. He put up a giant middle finger sign because he wanted to go ahead and build a big old pole barn garage because that's what hillbillies do. And so what happened was Ted put up a giant middle finger sign, and he said,
Sam Shaw in that?
Yeah, and basically he just thought it was going to go ahead and have the intended effect he wanted to have on city council. Fuck city council because he can't have his big pole barn. So now they're forced to stare at Ted's giant statue of a middle finger.
We have a guy like that in Bedford called Sam Shaw. Have you heard of him?
I have not heard of him.
He is a guy. I don't know when this started. I think it started right when my mother was a child, and he has some signs, and he's famous for it. They're white signs with red paint on it.
Yeah.
And half of them say the N-word on it.
Oh, even better. Okay.
Yeah. And I remember he was banned from my middle school because he came with a sign with the N-word on it. And he was allowed there before. Like, he's been allowed at places, but finally they decided, maybe we shouldn't have this guy, having a big old sign that says the N-word on it. The one black kid at Bedford might get offended.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not kidding with that. In Bedford Middle School, I think there was only one black kid in my graduating class.
More than likely.
Yeah.
All right. Electric scooters, thanks to Lime, are now being dumped in lakes in California, especially Lake Merritt, Oakland.
girlfriend fucking hates those scooters, and I understand why. Because people not stack them up neatly, or like they'll just leave them in fucking piles. Like
in piles.
In actual piles. Have you not seen this?
I've seen the piles. So far in Indiana University, in Bloomington, where we live, the IU campus has seized. You better shut up with your pop-up heads. IU campus has seized over 300 scooters.
Oh shit!
No, pop-up
Is this
heads.
me?
No. All right. So far, IU campus has seized over 300 scooters and counting, and they're waiting for to levy fines on Lime and Bird and the other companies who have the scooters out there, and they're holding the scooters basically for ransom because they were put on campus property with not being put in proper places, and they were just thrown on sidewalks or haphazardly in grass or in the front of class.
I mean, that's what I would fucking do. I mean, like, it's not to me. Like, I'm not out of shape. Right?
Okay, right.
So I just walk to the places that I don't drive to.
Yeah.
I get the scooters, like they seem fun, but it's also like, if you're gonna ride a scooter somewhere, put it fucking back. Like, you don't just leave your videotapes that you get from
You think it'd be common sense?
Yeah, it would.
These are college students and our future leaders of America.
So
Maybe they might have it figured out.
I mean,
maybe they most definitely don't care.
There's probably like 3 of them are future leaders.
Yeah,
I think our future leaders have already been decided in a dark room that we can't see. They've been genetically trained to manipulate us to sheets. Fucking lizard people are real.
Lizard people are real.
Yeah, what, like, not to get political here for a second.
Oh no, this is the forum to get political if you want to. The lizard people.
I'm just gonna say real fast. I don't think the president has any real power.
No power.
I don't.
The president is a puppet.
You shouldn't. I have fucking controls the things in a pink shirt.
Okay.
I didn't know how to get here, or I did know how to get here. I took a wrong turn. I went in a circle. Don't actually listen to me. But if we're being honest, I don't know how much power like our president has anymore.
Okay.
Like it's very, like, I still know we can like blow up planets or blow up like this planet and all that, but like I don't know if he really like does things. I'm probably gonna get a long fucking message about how I'm wrong and how Donald Trump is destroying.
Everybody's wrong once in a while.
Yeah, and like, look, I've already claimed that I'm an idiot with my pit stains.
All right.
So like, don't take me seriously.
Don't take you seriously.
If you're interested in me, what?
Oh, it's my neighbor probably.
Oh, is he mad?
I'm podcasting. You're gonna have to come in and be interviewed, bitch. You're gonna like it. Here, open that door.
How do you do?
You pull it backwards.
Pull it backwards?
Yes, we're having technical difficulties with the door.
All right.
Pull the little thing backwards in the by your thumb there. No, that's the lock.
Can I lock it?
And then you pull that out.
I have no idea. Yeah, you're
I don't have to do it. Okay, all right, hang on. Hold on, I got it. Sam's having trouble. There we go.
So what's up?
We're podcasting. We're alive on the interwebs.
Oh, well, shit. What's up, Pod?
What's up, Pod? Okay.
Your name Kyle?
No, that's David.
Dave.
This is neighbor David.
You look like a Kyle.
He's neighbor David.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but all right.
It's a fine.
Yeah, you look like you say Kyle.
Yeah, he looks like he drinks a lot of
I'm just gonna stay over here off the camera.
Off the camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Were we being too loud? Was that the problem?
No, he lives like 500 yards across the street. He couldn't
okay. I thought he was like right over there.
No, for this last portion of the podcast segment, what we do is we go across on our Facebook accounts. Do you have your phone with you?
Hey, we still good for later?
Yeah, we're still good for later.
All right, that's all. Let's check it out.
Yeah, we'll go back door.
All right.
Oh, you guys are going to the back door?
Oh yeah, we're gonna hunt for some lovers.
Hey, get this fucking door fixed.
I love that door.
I was just being dumb.
No, I fixed it once for it.
I fixed it the other day. It just has a screw that comes out of the door from time to time.
I mean,
I'll come over and fix it.
All right.
Thanks,
Mr. Fix It.
God, I fucking hate that guy.
That's
That's my thing. Don't be mad.
That's what it is.
I do that to everyone. I do it to you.
Uh-huh.
There are very few times I actually mean it, and you know when I mean it. When I'm like, fucking hate that guy.
Right. That was a surprise guest appearance from the neighbor. Now
Yeah,
we're doing
fuck.
good. All right, so now all we got to basically do is just scroll across our Facebook friends list, and not memes or anything, but read people's personal statuses so the world can understand how fucking stupid they sound on the internet. So what you're essentially doing is you're punishing your friends for being friends with you in the first place.
Let's find Grant.
Let's see. I'll start with one. I am beyond frustrated, really need a ride so I can get my important meds, but the car is broke down and no one can help. Well, I hope you get your important meds sometime soon.
That doesn't seem that bad.
You don't think so?
That seems more like a warning. Like Facebook to me, like stuff like that is more like a warning. Like I remember when I lost my phone, I said, "Hey, don't have my phone. If you need to talk to me, message me here."
Oh, there's potential for gold in these when you have the right friends. It's
oh god,
definitely
mine is not loading right now.
Oh no.
Do you have a free Wi-Fi? Do I gotta? If
I
I gotta put in a password, I'm not doing much.
There's a long, lengthy password. I'll scroll down mine and we'll throw out a few more then. Let's see here. What else they got? It's all fucking memes these days. That's the worst part. People bow out of saying anything original just to post some fucking memes.
Oh, yeah. And I'm one of those people.
It's
more like I can't spell. It's more like to save other people from misunderstanding me.
Okay. I really don't have like hardly any original.
Let me go through my messages and see if I can find a good one because of me like misspelling shit. I'm sure you've got a couple of me misspelling shit.
There's always misspellings. Yeah, that happens. Some of these get really in here. I'm waiting for find one of those like precious moments, baby daddy statuses and stuff like that. Let's see.
I want to. You know what? I kind of want to. I want to see if I can find my old roommates, because I blocked him on Facebook. I blocked him from everything because he's fucking insane.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find the messages I sent him, because how he would try to fuck with me is he would send me a video of, like, you know, eye cancer or something. I'd be like, oh, that's interesting. He'd be like, I'm just fucking with you. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Well, my phone's not loading. Fuck me. Let's see if I can just go through some of my old...
Let's see here. Still scrolling. I have found nothing original, and so many mouse scrolls. It's ridiculous right now.
Oh, you know what? I'll read jokes I've sent to myself over the phone.
Okay.
See if they make sense.
All right. You're gonna crucify yourself.
Okay. $300 on live cam. And I know exactly what that means. It means I used to spend $300 a month on live cam.
Oh my god! Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't have to pay rent at the time, and I was making like $800 on every paycheck. So like,
live cam. All right.
Yeah, live cam. Like, look, if there are any people that are like, I like porn, but I also feel like if you're just having a bad day, check out live cam. Spend like $50. Don't go to a strip club.
Okay.
Live cam is great. Pornhub Live is great.
All right.
I've stopped using it mainly because of money, and also because let me say that. Mainly because of this beautiful woman I'm dating.
That's safe there.
Yeah. But I stopped a month before I started seeing it.
Okay.
But yeah, I was spending too much on live cam.
All right.
So there we go. Slave can kick my ass.
Slave can kick your ass.
Oh, you know what this was? I think these were written on the same day. It was about that one of the submissive girls that took jujitsu or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, so wait, you want me to spank you with the knowledge that at some point, if you don't like it, you could kill me.
Yeah.
So
I stole a moped the other day in front of some old ass lady. She reached for the phone like she was going to call the cops. So I looked her dead in the eyes and said, "Snitches get stitches." Then I popped a wheelie as I rode away at 20 miles per hour because, God damn it, I had a point to make.
If we're doing actual jokes now, I want to see if I can find one of my newer ones. Fucking stupid.
I'm old enough to have had sex to at least every song on the Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water album by Limp Bizkit, and I did that shit on purpose.
I just gotta touch on my girlfriend. I gotta figure out if she's watching this.
Are
you
watching this?
Watching? Or if it's something I said, because wasn't at work. Oh, okay. Wasn't. It was just I put that at instead of that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That work.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and finish her off there while you texting the girlfriend and stuff.
Yeah,
We got a good solid hour anyway. All right, Sam Bob. Tell everybody thanks for listening to you.
Fuck all of you.
He means it.
Oh.
Yeah, and this episode, once again, has been brought to you by Podcast Garden. And you can find that us on Death by Cheeseburger on podcastgarden.com. I am working on Spotify and Pandora, and I'll probably have them up within the next couple of weeks. And other streamline services, too, because Facebook and YouTube obviously aren't enough, and I need to be available on every platform you possibly have, because y'all are picky bitches with a whole lot of special requests, and you act like I need to give a fuck.
You need Tic Tac 2 or whatever that new...
Apparently, I need another one. There's another one now.
No, it's stupid. And also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, my YouTube channel is Sam Bob Patrick. If you just type in Sam Bob Patrick Comedy, you'll find it. And have a good night.
Yeah, and let's see. I'll be at Talker's Tap December 16th. 16th showing. I'll be at the Melody Inn, Indianapolis. That'll be 7:30. Actual, that's what time it starts. 7:30 there. It's a ghetto bar, so bring your ghetto pass and a gun. You'll want to go ahead and try to make out pretty well there. And that's all we got going for now. And thanks for tuning in. And until next time, Cheeseburger fans, have a good night. And we're going to end now. I can press.